Hello, today we are going to find the perimeter of this triangle. Now to find the perimeter of any object, all you do is add up each of the lengths of each of the sides. Now finding the perimeter is kind of simple, but it is also very useful. If you want to know, for example, how much fence you need to buy because you want to put a fence up around your property, you need to know the perimeter of your property. If you want to put a border or a frame around a piece of art or anything like that, you need to know the perimeter of the artwork in order to know how much frame to buy if you want to make your own frame. So perimeter is a very useful calculation. And like I said, perimeter, you just add up the lengths of each of the sides. So in our case, we have 3 kilometers and 4 kilometers. However, this is a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. The third side here, we aren't given the length of. So that means we're going to have to find it. Now with right-angled triangles, and we know we have a right-angled triangle because we have this little square in the bottom of our triangle. That means that it is a right angle there, so we have a right-angled triangle. For right-angled triangles, we use the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem is written as a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The key in the Pythagorean theorem is c. C represents the length of the side that is opposite to your right angle. So we have our right angle right here. The side opposite to that is this one here, which just conveniently happens to be the side that we're looking for. So we call that C. Now in order to find the length of C, we have to add up the squares of both the other 2 sides. So we have one side here that is 3. We have to square it. And the other side is 4. So just square that. And that gives us c squared. Now, 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. And there's c squared. You add 9 and 16 together, you have 25 equals c squared. However, now that we have c squared, we're still not quite done, because the length of the unknown side is actually c, not c squared. So we need to find what c is. Now to find c, we just have to square root both sides. Now 25 is a number that is called a perfect square. That means that there is a whole number that you multiply by itself will give you 25. And for example, for 25, the whole number that you multiply by itself to get 25 is 5, because 5 times 5 is 25. So that means that the square root of 25 is 5. And that what we're looking for, c, is going to be 5. And in this case, our units are kilometers. So now we found our unknown side. So we have to plug that back into our perimeter. And we add this up. 3 and 4 will add up to give you 7. 7 and 5 add up to give you 12. So the perimeter of our triangle is 12 kilometers. And that is all we had to do.